Well, tomorrow, the Long's Peak Scottish-Irish Highland Festival kicking off its 49th year, if you can believe it. The festival is a big celebration of Celtic culture featuring fun athletic events, food, and performers like bagpipers. We're going to be taking a look at them here in just a moment. Out here live in the backyard, we've got Steve and Kurt with us this morning to talk a little bit about the festival. Thank you both for joining me this morning.
Thanks for hosting us.
I was just asking, like, how did you get involved with playing the bagpipes? Was it bagpipes? Was it generational? And you said no, Steve. You're like, I just kind of got into it because I missed music.
Yeah, in Scotland, and in New Zealand and Australia, there's a lot of people who get into this because it's in the family. But in this country, more people started as adults.
Wow.
Consenting adults. Like,
yeah.
they actually don't get forced into it like Little League. They actually hear it and they say, there's something about that speaks to me, that seems like fun. And
I love that.
I'm gonna go try it, and they do.
Kurt, talk a little bit about kind of the history of the bagpipes. It's obviously something that goes back so many generations.
It does. It goes back so far, they're really not sure exactly where it originated, but it started, they think, in Egypt. Actually, because it's just basically, this part of the bagpipe is just like a recorder.
Okay.
And there's like an oboe reed in there. And that's how it started off, and it steadily progressed over the centuries to where, let's put a bag on it so we could have air constantly going through it.
Yeah.
Then they added the drones to it to add to it, and eventually it came into this model here. This is the Highland bagpipes.
Okay, that iconic sound. I played the recorder back in the day, but I don't think I could do all of this. You guys are really impressive. Steve, share with me a little bit about what we can expect if we come out to the festival this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun.
A bit of everything. So it starts not just the weekend, it starts tomorrow.
There we go.
So it starts at 9 a.m. on Friday. There's going to be tents with vendors. There will be dogs of the British Isles. There will be all kinds of food and drink. There will be Celtic music, everything from folk performances to Celtic rock. There will be pipes and drums, a military-style tattoo, which is a big parade and concert in the evenings. British cars.
So much.
I mean, yeah, you can't, and it's going to be, and you could talk to your weather desk, but it's going to be great, more like Scottish weather than the 90s we've had here. It'll be in the 60s, and it'll just be a really fun time for everybody.
I think some people are excited for the cool down, for it to like actually start feeling like fall. Kurt, what do you enjoy most about playing the bagpipes, bringing this history to the Denver metro area and beyond? You guys are traveling all the time for concerts, you were just telling me.
It's really neat sharing just the music, because it's getting to where people aren't exposed as much to bagpipes or cultural music in general. So I really like sharing that. And also, it's a social thing for me too. I mean, the band that we play with, we're all friends, and so we hang out and travel together and everything else. So it adds to my social life as well too.
That's so much fun. Okay, how much went into learning? Because you learned later in life how to play.
Yes.
So talk to me about, I mean, it's a whole skill, whole instrument, it's a whole thing. You guys look amazing as well, too.
Well, thanks. It starts by signing away your firstborn. No, it's awful. It is awful. If you could take a lot of us back 30 years, I'd be like, oh no, not again. Because first you start playing like a recorder, like you did. You take something like this with an easy reed and plug a mouthpiece on and learn the music.
Okay.
And then once you've worked at that for like 6 months and you can get a couple of tunes off, then you get to insert it into the bag and start learning how to keep the drones steady.
Okay.
And for an adult getting into it, you can expect anywhere to two to 3 years of steady work just to be able to play something passably. And that's by yourself, not even in a band. Because when you get into a band, now you've got to match somebody else playing.
That's a big commitment.
Yeah, we're all crazy.
Oh my gosh, stop it. No, you guys are fantastic. We have some info on the screen for you as well, but tell us where we can come out. You said everything starts tomorrow morning and all weekend long.
9 a.m. Tickets available now. Is it up on the screen?
Yes, scottfest.com.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And it's, again, it starts early enough. Get up there early, enjoy some of the, maybe there'll be some aspen starting to turn.
Oh, yeah, it's about
see
that
some elk
time.
on the way.
Elk.
Yeah,
Get it all, the leaves changing and some wildlife and some fun music and so much to enjoy out there at the festival. I'll let you guys take it away for a little sneak peek performance for us now.
Great.
Sure.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
Ready? 1, 2.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And